ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a video. We're going to take your song that you've made and we're going to turn it into a video. So just so you know, this is the scoring guide for now. So make sure you don't go off the scoring guide that you're watching right here in my video, because I might make some updates, but it's good enough to get us started. All right, so we're going to get started by creating a video project in Clipchamp. So what I want you to do is go to Clipchamp and make an account. You can just sign in with your Google account. That should be just fine. Okay, so once you've made an account, then what I want you to do is go over to your song. Okay, so it can be your it could be your song, it could be your Getting Loopy project, it could be your song mashup. I don't really care which one you pick. Pick the best one that you like. My song came out terrible, and so I'm using Dorothy. So hopefully Dorothy's not mad. I didn't ask. I'm just doing it. So Dorothy, I'm sorry. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the song, and you have to. This is the project, right? The only place you can hear the song is if you're at Soundtrap. So we got to actually save that into a format where we can use other places. So you're going to say export to MP3. And so there it is. And make sure you name it so that it's there. So now you have it as an MP3, and we can use it other places. All right. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure you know that this thing will automatically save your video every 5 seconds. And I want you to be aware that not all of the features are premium, so you can't do everything you want. If there's a star on it, that means the free version won't work. Okay, so add a background image and a title at the beginning. So of our Clipchamp, so I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to choose the format. I just want widescreen because it's like a movie. And so we need to add some stuff to it that we can use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag. This is one way to do it. You can just drag stuff into it. That's one way. I'll show you another way. So if you come over here to a tab, I'm going to look up a mountain. Mountains. And then I'm going to pick something kind of bland that I can write over. This is bland enough. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to download it. I'm going to say save image as, and I'm going to call it mountain. So we're in the download. Okay. Mountain. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter, save that. Okay, so now I have the mountain in there. So now I can come over here to this thing, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to media. All right, so we're going to click on add media. Okay, so that gives us some other options, and so we can browse files. And so I'm going to look for the files actually on this computer, and there's a mountain, and I'm going to click open. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to drag this thing onto the timeline. So this right here is our timeline. So we just grab this picture, I drag it on the timeline, and then I'm going to probably shorten it. I don't need it there for very long. I'm just going to put a title over this. So I'm going to go to text, and so let's see. You want to look for anything that has a star on it is not free. So these are all fine. So I'm just going to do this one. And so I have to get my little scrub head right where I want to add it. So I want it right at the beginning. So I'm going to hit plus, and it's to add that to the timeline. And I click on text, and so I click on it. If I click on it, this will pop up, and then I go to text, and I don't want it to say glitch. I want it to say not my song. Because if it was my song, I'd say, hey, this is the song I made. But because it's Dorothy's song, I'm putting not my song. Okay, and so it made it this long. Maybe we'll stretch this out. Maybe we'll stretch this out to match it. So let's see how that looks so far. So we'll hit play. Yeah, that timing's good. It's not too much. It could probably be a little shorter. Actually, I'll shorten it. So let's shorten it like right there, and we'll shorten this right there. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to media, and we're going to go to the song, and we're going to drag our song right on here. Okay, and then I'm going to drag this, make the song start right at the beginning. Okay, and then one of the things we have to do to the song is we have to figure out how long we want this to be. And so this song is 40 seconds long. I'm going to just end it. Well, we'll figure out where we're going to end it. We'll do that later. But wherever I end it, if I click on it, I want it to fade. And I want so I'm going to fade it out over 2 seconds. So it'll fade away before it's done. So that's a nice feature. Make sure you do that. That's part of the scoring guide. Okay, yeah, make it fade out. So that's worth points. Okay, so now we're gonna add some pictures. Okay, so you can get pictures off the internet that are appropriate. You can get pictures of yourself, whatever you want to do. But I want you to add 3 pictures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Add Media, and actually I'm just gonna drag it in if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I have, this is actually my mom's old computer. Oh no, it's not. Anyway, I don't have very much stuff on this computer, so the only picture I have on here is a picture of me and Matt. So I'm gonna drag. Wait, but before I drag that picture on, I want to make sure I'm at the right spot. So I'm gonna drag this over here. That didn't mean it. Drag this over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this picture here. So I have a picture. I'm gonna drag it into the over here. Okay, so I have this picture, and I'm gonna throw this picture on, and it's gonna go. That's not super long, so that may not. If you leave a picture too long, it's boring. If you don't leave it long enough, then you don't even get the chance to look at it. And so then uh, I'm gonna choose 2 other pictures. So I'm gonna go media. Oh, by the way, you can add stuff from stock. Anything that doesn't have a star on it, you can borrow. If there's pictures you want to use, you can. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. So anyway, any of the pictures that you want. So let's go back to let's close this. Okay, so let me add some pictures. So I'm gonna add 2 more pictures from my files here. All right, so I dragged some more files in there. Okay, so and I'm going to put the images in, and I'm going to put the images in, and then we have to decide if we want to stretch these out to fit the song. And I'm not going to. So this is not good, but because you don't want to end the song abruptly like this. So actually, what I'll do, I'm going to shrink all these down to end it at a nice time. So I'm going to click on that. I'll drag this one over. I'll shorten this a little bit, and I'll drag. So you don't want to do this. You don't want to make the pictures too short, but I'm just going to do it so that it's nice and short for you guys. Okay, so then I'll drag this to go in right there, and then I'm just going to double check and make sure it's still fading. Yeah, so it's fading out. Okay, and so let's kind of see what we have so far. So this is what the movie looks like. The video looks like. And that's the end. Okay, and so it's not bad. It's almost finished. We just need to get some. We just need to get some transitions between pictures. So let's go to transitions, and so these look like they're all free. And so let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a cross blur, and so I'll just drag that between there. I'm gonna do a fade through white here. We'll see which one we like better, and then a push up right there. Okay. So now let's watch it from the beginning. We'll drag our scrub head to the beginning. We'll hit play and see if those transitions look good. That looks fine. And that is just fine. And there's the end. All right, so now if we look at the end, we've got everything in except for uploading the song to YouTube so that you can play it on your web portfolio. And then you have to share it with me. So I'll talk, you don't know what the web portfolio is yet, but we'll go over that on a separate assignment. But make sure you do this piece. Okay, so once you have this done, all these things in effect, you're going to export it. And these are starred, so you can't do that. So you have to choose the lower resolution. And we're going to do it as a video. And we're going to hit continue. And so if you enable sharing, you can share this with me, copy that, and so send that link through Google Classroom. So to turn it in, send that link through Google Classroom, okay? And so then the other, oh, did I not name it? Oh, shoot, how did I not name it? Okay, so that we don't want to have this thing unnamed. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go back to the project. Yeah, so I'm going to cancel that export and make sure we get a name on there. Okay, so we've got to, how do we title this thing? Okay, so all we have to do is just click in here and give it a title. So I'm going to call it My Video and Song. That is the name I want for it. Okay, so now we can export it. And let's see if it's going to do it this time. So definitely copy this link and share it with me. Let's see if it downloads it. There we go. And so now in the downloads folder, you have your video. And the other option is to scroll down and then you can share it to YouTube. So you're going to have a YouTube account to do it. I think you might actually have a YouTube account already just because you have your Google account. But give it a shot. But share it to YouTube, and then make sure that you also keep the link to YouTube because that is where we're gonna be able to put it in a web page. So you basically make your own web page and then add the video to the web page. So make sure you get that, and then you save it right here. So right here it says what's the link to the song, and then right here it says what is the YouTube link. Put it right there. And so this is what I want you to turn in to Google Classroom, so it'll have the both links to the video. Okay. Any questions? Of course you don't have any questions. This is a YouTube video. I couldn't answer them if you did. All right, but that's it. Thanks, guys.